Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel a lot of pinky. Thank you so much for being here. I really love to have you over. You are such an amazing person. Thank you for clicking on this video. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, we shoot content every Friday, and that's when we upload as well, or it could be vice versa. So every Friday of the week, please make sure that you hop on here and see what I have to say. Thank you so much for the team Gangang, always being here, always watching my content and supporting me and leaving me a comment. I am grateful. Thank you. So things I want to adopt for 2023, and technically things that I am leaving that I left in 2022. Yeah, so that's what the video is about, and without further ado, let's dive right into it. Okay, good, fantastic. One thing that I want to do is to pause. More often than not, I don't pause. I always go by. Anything happens, I just process it real quick and move on. Process things very quickly and move on. Actually, I have a tendency of moving on real quick, and I feel like I don't get to experience the things that I'm supposed to experience in that season, that I'm always niko katika harakati. Every time niko tu kukurukakara, and I feel like I need to pause a lot more than I do. I know I do that in the morning during meditation, but I feel like when something happens, I need to pause a lot more. Like, maybe, for example, the loss of my business last year, I remember I never mourned, I never grieved it. I just moved on, and I think I'm having a hard time grieving. Like, grieving is not my thing, and I don't know how to grieve. If you guys have tips and tools on how to grieve, please let me know, because I am struggling. I struggle with grieving. I'm not the best when it comes to grieving. I'm actually like, yeah, it happened, so moving on. And I feel like I need to experience those feelings, because I drag those emotions as time goes by. Like, I drag them. I mean, that happened last year, July, June. Somebody's dog is barking. Okay, wow, tukona pets uko wananiboingi siku hizi. Yet I was the one who was keeping pets. Anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? I lost my line of thought. I was saying that I am not good at grieving, and I struggle with grieving a lot. And my grieving, it feels like I take a lot more time to grieve than everybody else. And it's crazy, and I want to take a pause and maybe take a day or two off and think about things and feel the emotions and accept what is happening, so that I'm able to move on quickly. Yes, I move on quickly, but I feel like I move on with those feelings on my back, and that's a bit tiring. Nobody wants to be feeling things, I mean, the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think I would like to pause and just take a breather when something like that happens. Yeah. Yeah, so also in under pause, I've written a question like, is what I'm doing fulfilling? Like, for example, if I wake up and like, just taking time and being in the moment and processing whatever I'm doing. Like, is whatever I'm doing useful to me? Is whatever I'm doing fulfilling? Is it aligned to my purpose? Is it aligned to who I am trying to become? You understand? Yeah, so I feel like many other times we just move on, and we just move through life without taking a minute to experience the things that are happening in the moment. So I want to be a lot more in the moment this year. So we are living, Hari has no blessings in 2022. We left it there, and this year we're trying to be a little bit more zen. We're trying to enjoy life as it comes, yeah, and taking a day at a time, right? Okay. The other thing is, I want to adopt affirmations. Affirmations are really beautiful. That is this app I talked to you about the other week. It's a very beautiful app. It's called Manifest. Once you download it, it gives you notifications of affirmations every now and then. I don't know after how long, but I think in a day I have like 5 affirmations. By the time I'm going to sleep, I know that I have the right to say no. I believe in myself. That self-talk, because I've realized whoever you talk to, like that inner voice you talk to yourself with, can make or break you. So if you're not careful with the things that you think about, if you're not careful about the things you're telling yourself, that's when the imposter syndrome comes in. That's when you try to do something and it fails because you're not giving yourself the right pep talk. You're not talking to yourself, you're not motivating yourself enough to move on from whatever it is that you feel. You understand? So for me, I feel like I need to do a lot of affirmations so that I can be solid in my being. Not that the voice that I talk to, that the voice I talk to myself with is harsh, although it can be harsh sometimes. It's not always harsh, but I want to soften that. I want that to be a bit to have some feminine nature in it, the soft, nurturing kind of energy. You understand? Because I feel like I'm always like, Diana, you have to do this, you have to work hard, you have to wake up very early, you have to do this, you cannot be the one sleeping to do what. You know what I mean? Like I really talk to myself with so much command, and I want to soften that voice inside. So I feel like affirmations will really, really, really help me with that, because I can be so hard on myself. My God, I can be so hard on myself. And even though I want to be hard on myself, I want to do that with love. You see how the Bible says correct each other with love. Yes, I want to correct myself with love. I feel like I correct myself with a lot of judgment, with a lot of criticism, and that sometimes can take a toll on me. So I'm adapting affirmations so that I'm able to ease the voice within me. I'm able to soften the voice within me, and I love that, because these affirmations have really, I started doing this maybe late last year at around, that's when I downloaded the app, around I think it was in November, I can't remember, but it was late last year. And this app has really helped me in talking to myself in a very smooth, soft way. You understand? So that's another thing we're adopting in 2023, and we are working hard to make sure that our inner voice is chill, is kind, and it's nurturing, instead of being very critical and everything. Yeah, so the other thing is that I want to buy more flowers. As we speak, sijabai hata plantata moja, but by the time I'm shooting the next video, I will show you the plants I will have bought. Yeah, because I think planning for my mom's birthday kind of threw me off the hook with the things that I wanted to do and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of now getting the groove back with everything that I purposed to do for this year. Yeah, and I'm so happy because I'm making so much progress, and it's so beautiful because I can feel it. I feel like I'm becoming a better person, and I'm becoming a good human being, Yeah, so that's what's up. And then the other thing is buy more flowers and plants. That's what I should have said. And then take care of myself, just sitting down and doing some makeup, getting dolled up to shoot a YouTube video, or just to get out and go to the park and just feel nice about myself. Because I realized last year I used to come here and just rant with my hair looking crazy, with my face looking all messy and stuff. And I want to show up looking well collected. I want to show up looking elegant. Was it Nicki Minaj who said, ama ilikuwa Rihanna, I don't know, who said, why look basic when you can look stunning? Why? So the goal is to look stunning, and I want to look stunning in every video that I shoot. I want to look stunning in every place that I go to. I know I always look stunning. Sometimes I dress down so that I don't steal other people's light, but my affirmations are telling me I am allowed to take up space. I should not dim my light for nobody. and I feel like that is something I've been doing a lot. And isn't the habits we are living in 2022, we actually left in 2022, and in 2023 we are taking up the space in the room. We do not care whether it's our accent, whether it's how we look, whether it's our makeup. We don't care. If we are intimidating somebody, that's on them, that's not on me. Yeah, so I want to be full of myself this year. I want to be full of Diana. Like, nobody can step on me. Nobody can tell me this. Nobody can tell me this. In a good way, though. Yeah, because I feel like I have beat myself down. Like, I lowered my confidence somehow, and I want to get it back at 100, And yeah, I mean, I feel great, to be honest. I feel really great. Even when I'm shooting this video, I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, oh, girl, you look good. It's just a simple makeup look, but it can do a lot. It can do a lot to your confidence, to your being, to your insides. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, the other thing that I usually struggle with is asking for help. I will crawl. I will use my hands. I will run. I will roll if I have to before I can ask for help. And I don't know whether it's an ego thing or it's just how I am, or it's the independent person I am, because I was brought up a very independent human being. I should tell you, like, I could sit across the room and tell you I don't need nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that kind of mentality, I can be very independent, and sometimes that can take a toll on you. So I want to be easy on myself. When I need help, I will confidently ask for it. I won't feel like, oh, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. No. When I need help, I will ask for help, because people around me love me and they are happy to help. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like every time I want to ask for help, I'm bothering people and that kind of thing. And there is nothing wrong with asking for help, even for you. If you need money, ask your friend. If you need some support, ask it from your friend. So don't feel like if you ask for something, you're being a bother, or you're being a bother, or you're being a pain in the ass for people around you. Because honestly, if they really love you, they will take care of you. Yeah, so I'm learning to ask for help, and it's not easy, but I am really learning to do that, and I want to get better at it. Yeah, so ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help, because no man is an island. You need your friend, you need your family, you need your mom, you need your dad, you need your boyfriend, you need your girlfriends. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm learning to ask for help, and I feel like that is something really, really nice that I could do for myself, because more often than not, I suffer from not asking for help, and I'm like, and when I ask for it, it's given to me so easily, and I'm like, oh my God, why was I killing myself with all this pressure? You could not ask for help, nini, yet this could have come a long way for me. Unanielewa, could have come through for me. You understand? Yeah, so guys, ask for help. Don't feel like you're bothering people around you when you're asking for help, because if they truly love you, they will come through for you. You understand? Yeah, so the other thing is standing up for myself. Well, I look very confident when I sit here. Not that I'm not confident, but I feel like confidence is built over time. Confidence is something you have to cultivate every morning. And lack of confidence is one of the things that can really deteriorate your personality, that can really infringe on your personality and paralyze it for some reason. And I am very confident, but I was never confrontational. Well, I have been learning to be confrontational, and I would sit here and say that not being confrontational nimeacha 2022, because many are the times that someone would do something for me, something to me, and I'd be like, it's okay, let them go. They just have their own issues. But later on, it would hurt me when I'm taking a shower. I'd be like, I should have told them this and this. I should have done this and this. I shouldn't have spent this money. I should have said no. Those kind of things. Standing up for myself, even in the smallest things. For example, you go out with your friends, and I'm just giving an example. So you go out with your friends, and they're buying this and this and these things, and you know very well you cannot afford that. And if you make a mistake of buying that thing, it's going to hurt your budget for the next week or for the next couple of days. You understand? So I used to be that person who would probably be coerced into buying things that I don't need, and that would hurt my budget for the next couple of days. You understand? And I want to stand up for myself. Like these days I'm able to do that, and I can confidently say that if I can't do something, I'll be like, hey, that's not in my budget, I can't afford that. And if you're going somewhere, we need to plan for that, so that I'm able to foot the bills for whatever and whatever reason. And I really love this about me now, because I am becoming that person, standing up for myself. Even when someone, like for example in the streets, just talks back at you or talks bad to you, and you leave that place hurt. By the way, you leave that place hurt, and there is no point of you leaving that place hurt, because you could have stood up for yourself. You could have said, no, you can't talk to me like that, or you need to respect me. You understand? Just calling people out as well is something that I'm learning. I never used to be one who called people out, but that's one thing that I'm really learning, and I love it, because I have become more happier. I don't have back end feelings at the back of my mind when I'm taking a shower thinking, ningeresponde huyo mtu hivi na hivi. I would have responded like this to this person. I would have said this to this person. You know how you're in the shower and then you're arguing in your head. You're trying to figure out, okay, so who is, why, I should have said this to this person. I should have done this. I should have done this. No, we're doing it now, when it's happening now. When somebody tells you, you don't look nice in that makeup, tell them, hey, me, I like it. Actually, I really love the way it looked. Like, I really love the way it looks, and I did it like this because that's what I wanted, because that is what the other person would want, and that is what you want. So stand up for yourself. And as I talk to you, I'm joining myself, because I've realized that this is one thing that can steal your happiness, because you're constantly having arguments in your head, and in the shower you can't even have peace. You can't enjoy the shower because you're arguing with that person in your head. You understand? Yeah. So standing up for myself is something that I'm going to do this year, and it's a habit that I'm going to carry on, standing up for myself. And I was actually telling my boyfriend this, that amenifunza standing up for myself, that someone would scold me or tell me something, and then I'd be like, no, that's not what happened. But usually I'd be like, you think what you want to think. But it would still hurt my feelings when I leave that place. So these days I'm able to stand up for myself, and I love that about myself, because that is also a confidence booster. You know what I mean? So stand up for yourself, okay? Don't let nobody talk to you venye wanataka, and that kind of thing. Yeah, I've talked about the voice that I talk to myself with, because the inner voice, I can be very critical and that kind of thing. And the last point is pointing guns at each other. Have you seen that meme of a woman amelala hivi hapo hivyo nje kwa balcony, or is it a veranda, and then there's another one shooting at her? So they look like this. They're shooting guns at each other. That is to mean, I wrote that it was just symbolic, or can I call it a metaphor? It was a metaphor to mean that I will not do things because somebody is doing them. For example, if what I will not let my ego get in the way. For example, if somebody takes long to respond to my message, be it my friend, be it my mom, I won't. If they text me after they've taken long to respond my message, I will respond in time, because that's what I want. You understand? It's not that I'm trying to pay back to. I don't know if I'm making sense. To pay back with not replying early in advance. You understand? Like if I got a missed call and I had called them earlier and they never returned, if they call me, I'm gonna pick it. You understand? I'm not going to not say ati sitapik ati ayakupick calls zangu last week. No, no, because I'm realizing that energy is such a negative energy, and it's paralyzing, bro. It's not how you live with human beings, because human beings are broken. Let's be honest. Human beings are effed up. If I do say so myself, they're effed up in one way or the other. And this is why we're constantly working on ourselves, trying to achieve the best versions of ourselves. You understand? And if I'm going to act up in a fucked up way, then why then am I trying to do all these personal development kind of thing? It doesn't make sense. Like if someone, for example, like just letting ego get in the way, like I am not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that happen to me this year, because ego is the enemy. Have you read that book by Ryan Holiday? Like, because your friend has not checked up on you for a week, you will go another week without checking up on them. Bro, bro, how are you becoming a better person if that's how you're treating your own friend? They could have been, and then it's funny because many are the times that we assume. If you reach out to that person and be like, yo, how have you been? I missed you, they go like, oh yeah, I've been going through some stuff. Yet wewe ulikuwa in your ego assuming that they don't want to talk to you kwa sababu you feel like, oh, they are not good friends, or you feel like they're not putting in the effort that you require to put the effort will come back to you. That is a thing I am learning this year, and I learned, I think, late last year, and I want to bring it back to 2023 and carry it on, because I cannot be reciprocating bad energy. Hiyo nayo nimekataa. That one no, because I'm not a negative person to begin with, and it's making me, I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody. I don't want for you. I don't want for anyone around me. And if someone, like, kill them with kindness. I think that's the mantra, man. Kill them with kindness. If they treat you in a shady way, you treat them better. You know what I mean? And it won't hurt you, and best believe the energy you give is the energy you get. So imagine kazi yako ni kutoa tu energy ya energy ya ego. You're just releasing that ego energy every time you want to call someone. Kiburi yako just comes in the way, and you don't want to style up and step up and say sorry and that kind of thing. Mimi, I'm saying ego is the enemy, and I am done letting the ego come in between my friendships, my relationships, or this one treats me like this, I am not gonna call them. Maybe that energy, I rebuke it in God's name. I don't ever want to be the one in the receiving end of that kind of energy, because that's the energy I'm giving. Stucky. And that said, this is the end of the video, fam. I would like for you to share with me in the comments. Niambie, what are the things that you left in 2022 and the things that you're adapting in 2023? Yes, yeah, so tell me at least 2 or 3 things, or a whole list. Why not? Tell me the things that you left in 2022 and things that you really want to be vocal about and act on them in this new year, in this 2023. I would like to know. I've shared a list of mine. Please share yours, and remember, every Friday is when we drop our videos, so keep it here, hit the notification bell so that you receive every notification of every video that I upload. This one I'll upload it in the evening, because after this I have to rush somewhere, but yeah, it's gonna go up today, best believe. And yeah, I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for all the love that you show me. Thank you for your support, man. Your support is everything. And this year, the goal is to get at least 1K subscribers, so I will be very consistent with my content. Please help me share, tell a friend to tell a friend, join the gang, let's do this and let's have a good time. So until next Friday, ciao ciao. Mwah.